What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I'm currently recording this on Friday the 8th. You guys will see this tomorrow on the 9th, and then on Sunday the 10th I plan on live streaming for the very first time ever in my history. So I said this in a previous video, I finally got an Elgato and I've kind of upped the movement as far as my quality goes. I was recording videos on PlayStation 4 forever using Share Factory, all that jazz, and I'm trying to up my content a little bit more. So I'm going to try to do a live stream for the very first time this Sunday, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But today, obviously the trade deadline has passed and a lot of trades happened, and it looks like 2K has updated all the trades. Markelle Fultz is on the Orlando Magic, which is awesome. So the Magic obviously didn't make too many moves. They got Markelle Fultz, like I said. I don't know if they made another trade outside of that. I don't think they did, but let's just look around the league. Just kind of curious. Like I said, they got Harrison Barnes and the Kings. They got what else they got? What else happened yesterday? Do they have Wesley Matthews on the Pacers already? Or is that, yeah, they do. So Wesley Matthews is on the Pacers. So this is updated completely by 2K, which is awesome that they were able to do this so quickly. So we got to thank 2K for that. I know we give them a lot of crap for what they do, how much, you know, how they always want to make money off of VC and stuff, but I mean, they did update this in one day, which is pretty cool of them. They could have taken longer. Lillard and then Rodney Hood here. Cool. I was actually watching the Blazers game last night. Rodney Hood looked really good in his debut, which is awesome. Really like him. Hopefully the Blazers start him at the 3. I don't know. I'd rather see him starting, but I know him off the bench will be nice for us too. But enough talking. Markelle Fultz probably isn't going to play for us this year. I'm not going to let him play. He is probably just going to sit out. I don't see the point. I mean, he might come back in real life, obviously, but I'm just going to sit him out. That's what my plan anyway. So let's just see how this team does. Nikola Vucevic, really sucks they didn't trade him because I don't plan on re-signing him, and I don't think the Magic should be either. But knowing the Orlando Magic, I could see them trying to give Nikola Vucevic the max or something. I could see them doing that. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. So I'm going to go ahead and see my team in the season, and let's just see how this team does. Guys, here we are in the off season, and obviously we're at the draft lottery right now, and the Magic are projected to get the 9th pick, so hopefully that does stay true. We got the 9th pick, which is a nice lottery pick. Staff signing, we got Steve Clifford as our head coach. Personally, in real life, I'm not a huge fan of Steve Clifford, so I think I might actually go a different route than Steve Clifford, and I didn't ever like the hiring of Steve Clifford for this team. I'm gonna go with the, you know, trusted Michael Stoffer, because every time I sign him, we win a championship. So that's what I'm going to try to do. NBA draft, like I said, we have the 9th pick and 18th pick in the second round from the Brooklyn Nets. Really, we got Aaron Gordon under contract, Mo Bamba. Fournier's contract is still here, unfortunately. DJ Augustine's contract. Fultz, Timofey Mozgov's contract is still here. Does expire after the season, though, which is great. But as far as salary cap, we probably don't have a whole lot. Negative 35 million in cap space. I don't know if we'll have any money after it's all said and done, but hopefully we do. But since I'm near Orlando Magic, I think I'd rather draft than anything. I think as the Magic, you're obviously still kind of rebuilding a little bit. You're getting closer and closer in a way, but still obviously rebuilding. It's noticeable that this team is still rebuilding. DeAndre Hunter, 6'7" shooting guard. We don't really have a shooting guard, do we? Keldon Johnson, I know, is pretty good, though. I could go with the trusted Keldon Johnson. I've never drafted DeAndre Hunter, so you know what? We're going to go DeAndre Hunter. Lockdown defender. Keldon Johnson maybe would have been a better choice. I don't know. Like I always say, I don't watch college that much to know. So, Virginia, 6'7". He was a 76 overall. So, I mean, not too bad. Garland was a 77 overall point guard, but we did not need a point guard. And Keldon Johnson was a 77. I knew that for a fact, but I just kind of wanted to do something different for once. LeGerald Vick out of KU. I know that for sure. I'm going to go ahead and not really worry about him, though. Jonathan Isaac, yes, would love to bring him back. And qualifying offers, Kim Birch, Jarrell Martin. None of these guys are really that appealing, so I'm going to let them all walk. And then I want to kind of talk about the trade in general, the Fultz trade. So, really, this is a great trade for both sides. Unfortunately for the 76ers, they shouldn't even have had to make this trade. With that #1 pick, Markelle Fultz should have been a piece that would have been, you know, would have fit into the lineup you were trying to build. They kind of made a mistake with that pick, obviously, with Markelle Fultz. He was the kind of the consensus #1 pick at the time, though. I don't think anyone else. But Danny Ainge claims he would have still taken Jason Tatum if he would have kept the #1 pick. So, I mean, Tatum would have been the best pick for the Sixers. He would have fit better than Fultz would have, but I guess they get Jonathan Simmons and a first-round pick out of the deal. So, why not? Miami Heat first-round pick, I believe, which a lot of people are saying the Miami Heat could be bad by then. So, we'll have to see. That's a wait-and-see kind of game. So, right now, it's everybody. Terrence Ross, even, I don't think I'm going to bring him back, although he has been balling this year for the Orlando Magic. But I'm trying to rebuild this team. And Terrence Ross, yes, I know he's been balling, but I'm going to try to build this team from the ground up a little bit. 14.77 million cap space. Vucevic, I don't think should have any reason to resign with this team. He's getting up there in age, and the Magic really are not, going anywhere yet. It's just not been going anywhere quite yet, and he's been there for a while. So I would say he's probably going to get a change of scenery in the offseason. And Orlando shouldn't be interested in him. So I'm the GM of Orlando for this video. I'm not interested bringing Vucevic back. I'm not interested in paying him a lot of money. That's how I think anyway. But Mo Bamba, obviously the center of the future. They just traded for their point guard of the future, hopefully Markelle Fultz. DeAndre Hunter, we just drafted him, hopefully the shooting guard of the future. So this is going to be a slow rebuild. I think that's kind of what I've been, pointing towards in the video. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Maybe we'll up the ante here towards the end. But if we could get Evan Fournier out of here, that would be great. Because I kind of just want to let all the young guns start. I really do. So Evan Fournier and maybe a future second-round pick or something. Get rid of Evan Fournier's contract and just move on. Like, Evan Fournier deserves to be kind of more of a win-now scenario. Mitchell Robinson. Ooh, I kind of like the idea of grabbing Mitchell Robinson. Although a first-round pick really isn't that great for... but this isn't a realistic rebuild. If it was realistic, I would have called it a realistic rebuild. So, maybe I will take that trade. I liked it. Robert Covington, 28, more of kind of a veteran up there in age. So I'm going to go with this Mitchell Robinson trade because he fits the timeline of our team. And we get an unprotected first-round pick out of it. So why not? So Dallas is an unprotected pick. Which, that is cool. They also have the picks updated, I think. Which is even more awesome. And then, like I said, we kind of have a young team. Timothy Mozgov will expire after the season. I can't imagine anybody will take him. And I could buy him out, which I probably would end up doing that. I think that makes the most sense. But as far as salary cap, we have 30.21 million in cap space. I can't imagine any max free agents going to sign with Orlando. I don't think Orlando is a top free agency destination, and it hasn't been for quite a while. But I mean, I guess you never know. Like I said, I'm doing more of a young win now kind of, not win now, young build from the ground up, slow kind of scenario. So when I look at the team, though, we have Augustine as the point guard, obviously. Not long term here. He could stay here and then he kind of be trade bait at the trade deadline. Fultz is the point guard of the future here. DeAndre Hunter, Jonathan Isaac is our starting small forward of the future, hopefully. Aaron Gordon, Mo Bamba, Timothy Mozgov, Mitchell Robinson. So, really kind of have a starting five. Maybe I really don't need to do much. I'm just kind of just tank from here. Hopefully we have our pick next year, do we? We have a 2020 unprotected, or not unprotected. It's our pick. Why would it be unprotected? Anyway, awesome. So yeah, I like this a lot. So yes, this is going to be slow. I might even do more than 3 seasons. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, honestly. But I don't think I'm going to sign anyone. I really don't. I think I'm going to just fill in young players, give 1-year deals out. Like I give Terrence Ross another 1-year deal. Maybe even use him as trade bait at the trade deadline. I probably will do something like that. So $5 million 1-year deal for Terrence Ross. Let's go to other players, young players, I guess. Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis would be probably a nice addition to the team. I can go for a 2-year deal for Bobby Portis. So Terrence Ross and Bobby Portis. Declined. I never wanted to sign you guys. Anyway, so Terrence Ross and Bobby Portis, welcome to the Orlando Magic. But guys, I think that's the only major additions I'll make to this offseason. So kind of a slow but surely get the pay. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So I'll see you guys after this season and after the offseason. So maybe I don't have to show you guys this at all, but just a minor little detail. Trading DJ Augustine here at the trade deadline for Carson Edwards. We get a second-round pick for DJ Augustine. I'm not going to complain about that. He's really not even playing for us right now. And something stupid that I did is I gave Terrence Ross a no-trade clause. So yeah, I'm taking an L there because I was planning on trading Terrence Ross for sure. And unfortunately, I cannot now. So no trading Terrence Ross for me. So other than that, guys, really nothing else to do here. We are, 17-37 like I expected. We are here to tank. here to tank it out. I know Magic fans are probably getting tired of tanking and are probably tired of missing out on the playoffs. I think they still have the chance to make it this year. Aaron Gordon, 19 points per game. Markelle Fultz stepping it up as well with 17. Bobby Portis with 14 here. And I don't know, should I maybe trade Bobby Portis, who is a little bit older than a lot of these guys? 25, not really that old. Okay, let me stop exaggerating for a second. But let me see what I could maybe get for Bobby Portis, just because he has been balling. And I don't really picture him long term on this team. I like Aaron Gordon's contract a lot, so I don't plan on trading it. It's only 19 million. Montrezl Harrell be a nice starting center, but I mean Mo Bamba has already kind of secured that spot. Enes Kanter off the bench wouldn't be too bad. Joe Harris as a shooter. Dion Waiters, Ryan Brokoff, Luke Kennard. Kind of like the idea of getting Luke Kennard for Bobby Portis. Not gonna lie. Jakob Poeltl as well. We could go for that. I'm down for that as well, but I think I might go with the Luke Kennard deal. Luke Kennard. Actually, wait a minute. Now I think about it. Should I do this? Because I cannot. I would plan on sending Luke Kennard to the G League, and I don't think I can because I already have 2 players there. So actually, I'll stay put with this. I'm gonna keep simulating. See you guys in the offseason. Boys and girls, we are here in the offseason, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in to the NBA draft. Second pick overall. Let's see what this pick could get me, though. Let me look. Zach LaVine, kind of an elite scorer who's 25 years old. I'm already gonna have a starting shooting guard there, though. So I don't know if I would do that. Trey Jones, kind of have a starting point guard. Jonas Valanciunas. Let me actually jump into the draft and let me see if there's anybody. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be somebody on the board, right? It's literally the second pick. I don't know much about the 2020 draft, but I am interested in Zach LaVine a bit, a tiny bit. So let's just see who Detroit takes. So Detroit is taking Jaden McDaniels, 6'10" out of Duke. That's actually probably the guy that I wanted, because we need a small forward. And yeah, the reason why I say we need a small forward, because someone's getting traded. You guys will see here in a second. But let's go ahead and see if we can draft somebody. Anthony Edwards, 6'4". So Cole Anthony, I know, is good on this game. I know Cole Anthony is good. Anthony Edwards, shooting guard, only 6'4". I wonder how tall DeAndre Hunter is. I didn't really pay attention to that. Who else is out here? Isaiah Stewart, Trenton Warford, Jalen Horde. I'm going to go ahead. Josh Green, also 6'4". I'm going to take Anthony Edwards. Take Anthony Edwards out of Florida State. So, them to the end. And hopefully, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards was a good pick. So awesome. 18 years old. Hopefully DeAndre Hunter is kind of tall. I'm not sure at all. So, Anthony Edwards. Player options, Mitchell Robinson, obviously going to bring him back. Melvin Frazier, sure. Jonathan Isaac, 6'10". Just not cutting it right now, man. He scored like 6 points. Not really what I'm looking for. 6 points a game. 6 points per game, and I think he was starting. Not really what I'm looking for. So Jonathan Isaac, kind of not that great. 7 points on, how many minutes per game did he get? 28 minutes. Jonathan Isaac, he's a defender, but I could have swore he was drawing comparisons to like Kevin Durant because of how tall he was and how he could shoot the 3 ball and all this, but I could be wrong. But I think I'm going to trade Jonathan Isaac in the offseason. So when we look at the roster, Markelle Fultz, DeAndre Hunter is 6'7", so I was right. He could probably start at the 3. 6'7" is kind of tall, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. So Markelle Fultz, Anthony Edwards at the shooting guard, Melvin Frazier right now. Jonathan Isaac, like I said, is probably going to get traded. Then Mo Bamba and Mitchell Robinson right now. So Jonathan Isaac, let's go ahead and trade him real quick, and then we should be able to hopefully get something for him, because he's just not cutting in Orlando, and I kind of want to move on from him. So Stanley Johnson, Rajon Rondo, Jackson Hayes, and Taj Gibson. I don't even know what I'm looking for. A first-round pick from the Clippers. 2 first-round picks. Swap worst. So we get a first-round pick. I might actually do that. Might do this trade. So kind of like the idea of getting a first-round pick for him. Willie Cauley-Stein, Jalen Brunson, not bad either. Cody Zeller, OG Anunoby, Kenneth Faried, Kelly Oubre, Charles Cassie, only 19 years old, and he was just drafted pretty much. Wow. I'm gonna go with the first-round pick though. I think I'm gonna go with the 2 first-rounders. Let me try. They get we're getting the unprotected Miami pick back. Let me try to get their first-round picks, or 2 second-round picks. Let's see if they'll take the. But you'll like what we have. So let me just go back to the original deal. It wasn't a bad one by any means. So let's go ahead, do this trade. So just like that, we get I mean, we traded a first in the deal, but we get a first round pick for Jonathan Isaac. That is good enough for me. So as far as how much money we have, negative 9.66 million right now, but trust me, that is about to free up a lot. Let's go ahead and look how much money we have after all this is renounced. 43 million in cap space with the roster we already have. So guys, this should be pretty good. So Markelle Fultz, still the point guard right now. Anthony Edwards. I kind of wanted to see what this team will do with what we got right now, right? I kind of just want to see how it would do, just to see if it would make the playoffs potentially. Because this free agency class is not that great. It never has been. Mike Conley, Jamal Murray, DeJounte. I mean, it's like never been that great. We can almost afford everyone out here. Siakam, Jamal Murray. I mean, although I could just be like, you know what, guys, let's just see. Let me see real quick. So let's sign a backup backcourt. We kind of have a backup front court. So let's sign a backup backcourt real quick, and maybe even a backup small forward real quick, and then we'll see what we want to do after that. So small forwards, Marine Prince, 26 years old, kind of fit the timeline of the team. Juancho, Hernan Gomez, I like him a lot, so let's go with Juancho. Get Juancho, so small forward, backup small forward, signs to the roster. Chris Dunn, Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday is another nice addition to the team. Let's go with, although I don't want him starting over, what else is out here? Shooting guards. Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is out here, 24 years old. I'm going to go ahead and just sign all these young guys. Like, they're going to let all these young guys walk. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just get all of them. Aaron Holiday. Let's go get Aaron Holiday as well. Why not? 4-year, just sign a bunch of young guns. Juancho, Dylan Brooks, Aaron Holiday. All fit the timeline of the team. No one's matching. Awesome. So, Aaron Holiday, Dylan Brooks, and Juancho, welcome to the team. So this should be a nice, fun roster, I think. A lot of young players on the roster. So I don't know. Depending on how this last season goes, I might do another season. But like I said, guys, this is basically just shaping up into a really, really good team. Pretty decent team, not going to lie. So hopefully this season goes well. And I'll be right back. In the season, Anthony Edwards wins Rookie of the Year. DeJounte Murray with 6th Man of the Year. Defensive player goes to Giannis. Clint Capella wins Most Improved on the Rockets still. And Steve Clifford went to Houston and won Coach of the Year after I fired him. So, congrats to you, Steve Clifford. All-NBA first team. I don't expect we'll have anybody on these teams, but I guess you never know. No one is here. All defensive first team, no one. And all defensive second team, no one. All rookie first team, we got Anthony Edwards and DeAndre Hunter. So cool stuff there. And then we also got no one else here. So cool. Gafford just finally now playing a game for the Spurs. But I don't think we'll do another season after this, guys. I think this is a dub kind of way to end it. Getting this team into the playoffs with the way I constructed it is actually pretty good. I know I could go on and see how far this team could go, but I don't have the time for that. And plus, I don't like doing rebuilds down the line because the league just gets really weird where almost every team is overpowered, and it just gets a little too crazy. I mean, just everyone is like overpowered. There's like no 75s in a rotation. It's just like all 90s and 80s, and I don't know. It's not my thing. It's just kind of weird. But Toronto facing Toronto in the first round. Let's go ahead and show you guys player stats before I forget. And then we 21 points. Anthony Edwards, our rookie that we just drafted, just came in and averaged 21 points per game and led the way. Aaron Gordon had 16. Markelle Fultz with 15. DeAndre Hunter with 12.9. Bobby Portis with 11. Mohamed Bamba with 10.9. Aaron Holiday with 10. Mitch Robinson with 6 and 7. He honestly had a couple blocks per game too. And Juancho, Hernan Gomez had about 4. Kevin Payton with 1. Brooks did not get any minutes. Kind of unfortunate. Justin Jackson's on this team as well. So really, guys, I think the oldest player in a rotation is Bobby Portis, 26 years old. That's wild. That's a recipe for good things to happen. So hopefully we can beat Toronto in the first round. I don't know if we will. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around for this one. I don't know why. I just want to do a spin on the chair and hopefully we can beat them. So I'm gonna go ahead and look away for a second. I'm not looking at the screen at all. Obviously you guys can tell I'm not looking at the screen. I don't know why I had to point that out. So let me turn around. And we beat Toronto in the first round. Now the real test is Philadelphia. If you guys have not seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I was about to say something, but I totally forgot how it goes, and I just didn't want to embarrass myself. But the 76ers, Joel Embiid, they basically have the same roster. Besides, they traded for Drew Holiday. So the Sixers wanted to get Drew Holiday back, and they don't have Jimmy Butler. So that makes me wonder if Jimmy Butler is on the Pelicans, which is a very big possibility. Let me go look. The game is being slow for whatever reason. So Pelicans, Jimmy Butler and Anthony Davis. That's awkward. Anthony Davis is not going to be on the Pelicans for much longer. So just because that worked earlier, I'm going to do it again. So let's turn around on this one. Hopefully it goes the same way. I will turn around here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. We get eliminated 6 games. So, I mean, the fact that I got to the second round with his team is great. So let's go ahead and just see who wins the championship real quick. Brooklyn, doing their thing, man. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm kind of rooting for Brooklyn low-key. Low-key Brooklyn. Okay, so OKC and Philadelphia, which that would be a good final series to watch, especially this year with the way Paul George and Westbrook have been playing. But the Thunder do win. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And like I said, guys, I plan on streaming on Sunday. So if you're not doing anything Sunday, you want to watch my first ever stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. But this Crushables, I'm saying peace.